Valley Club, we have yet another new promo code. We have some free cores and free energy with a new player vote that just popped up. The Danger Room is back, and we have more information on the raids. The new raids that are coming next week. And if you're ready for all this information, you know what to do, Valley Club. Find that like button and let's go smash it. Welcome back to the ValleyFlyin channel. I am ValleyFlyin. I hope you're having a great day. Hope you're ready for some free stuff, free power cores, free energy. We have a brand new promo code, which hopefully is better than the previous two that we revealed on this channel. We also have the Danger Room back and more information about the Annihilation raids to help you prepare. There are some characters that you might need to be building for the Annihilation raids. And if you get some value from this video, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, ring the notification bell so you know as soon as a brand new video goes up, at least 5 pieces of Marvel Strike Force content every single week on this channel. Let's jump forward to the latest promo code. This one is from yesterday and is expiring on Friday, August 15th at 2 p.m. So make sure you claim this before then. Now, I'm not sure exactly what this is for, but I know that there are more milestones coming. If we get to 40,000 by the end of August and score 50,000 antimatter for the entire community, this is milestone 5, and hopefully it's a lot better than milestone 4 and milestone 3. Those are pretty weak in my opinion. Let's copy this over and jump onto the player gift section of the website. Make sure you have your account linked to the website if you want to start to claim these codes. But let's see what this is for, and hopefully it is significantly better than what we got previously. And what is this for? It is for 6,000 antimatter. So again, a very, very low total of antimatter. And 315,000 gold. Some awesome stuff there, guys. So make sure you claim this. Every little bit adds up. But let's go on to the new player poll that just was launched. You can find this also on the website. And the question is, which Marvel Strike Force Fantastic Four member is your favorite? Human Torch, Invisible Woman, Mr. Fantastic, or The Thing? I think for myself, based on the recent movie, I think the Human Torch is gonna be my favorite. Invisible Woman is pretty cool there, but definitely not Mr. Fantastic. I did not like the character in the movie. Thing was okay as well, but I'm gonna vote for Human Torch right now. Make sure you get your votes in. I'm not sure if this matters for anything except getting you your rewards. 50 campaign energy, 50 power cores every time you vote, and we will see how long this is for. This was not announced in last week's blog, so I'm guessing this is gonna go for 6 days. It says it's 6 days here, so make sure you log in every day. If it is not here tomorrow, I guess it's only 1 day, but make sure you claim this stuff. Get your votes in, guys. Now, a new Danger Room just launched in the game, and hopefully it is a lot better than the previous one. The changes that he announced last week reduced some of the starting mod costs, but if we go into the game, the big mods, and I do remember some 500 cost mods here, so I guess some things did get reduced in cost. I don't remember what got reduced in cost there, but the big ones here, the 1500, the Cosmic Ghost Rider boon, the before all allies have taken a turn, lower the enemy's focus by 5,000%, damage by 50%. That is still 1,500 X coins, yellow X coins. This one, stats 3, 50% damage, armor resistance focus, still 1,500. The Crucible and Arena bonuses, still 1,000. So some of the main ones are still there. I guess they might have reduced the cost in some of these. I'm not sure what they reduced, but the other changes that should be here, increase rental characters' power at later difficulties to accommodate a bug in previous Danger Rooms where rental characters aren't getting the start tech bonuses. Rental characters are counting towards character-specific mods, which means that some of these mods were only popping up if you use your normal character, not a rental character. So hopefully, one example of that is, hopefully it's fixed. And one example of that was Franklin Richards. There was a mod there that you had a enemy character that reducing their health by 99%. Well, that one only popped up if you have a Franklin Richards of your own, not if you use the rental character. This one, I guess it's gonna start to pop up now, so that is a good thing. More missions, which is good, more diversity of missions, and less endgame Thanos, less Super Skrulls, which is great. And team-specific rewards are only gonna show up if you have that character on that run. So if you're looking for for a Fantastic Four mod and no Fantastic Four characters, you're not going to get those mods. And also Azazel was added to the list of characters. Yesterday, we got the announcements of the Annihilations raid. They're coming next week. Next Friday, the Annihilation raids are coming. So if you're not prepared for them, start to get prepared right now. There are a few characters that you may need to build because of the requirements. We also know that the Insidious 6 is coming. Today, we got the individual nodes. So we know that there's going to be 8 nodes per lane and 8 lanes per strike team. So every member is going to have a lane there. So no stealing lanes or stealing bosses from anybody. But difficulty 0 to 2, no restrictions on any of the nodes. So you can bring in whatever characters. So kind of like the old school raids where you could bring in whatever characters there. Difficulty 3 to 5, you do need some origin traits. So tech, mystic, global, skill, bio, and mutant. And if you look, Mutant, which is the most recent team, the Hellfire Club, is going to have 2 nodes. So this is kind of the structure that I'm expecting for these future raids that are coming, these future Annihilation raids. The most recent team, Hellfire Club, is going to be difficulty 8 and 9. So you need every member of your alliance having this, or you're not gonna get the full rewards. To get the full rewards, 90% completion, which means that if one person misses the lanes, so one strike team gets 7 lanes, and then the rest of the strike teams get the rest of the nodes, well, you can beat all this stuff, and it's a good thing. The good thing about this is that they're placing the most recent team at the N2 nodes. So if someone in your lines doesn't have the most recent team, they can do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 nodes, and then they would need the most recent team. So we could do 5 instead of the 8 nodes. So I'm not sure what the math works out there. You do need 90% completion to get the full rewards. And the good thing is, at lower difficulties, you could also use the previous raid team. So the previous mutant team before the Hellfire Club was the Extreme XMen. You could still use them, but there are going to be some characters that you aren't going to be able to use because instead of the tech section or the mystic section, now it's going to be the Orcus section or the Nightstalker section or the Uncanny Avengers section. So this means that instead of building for traits like Mutant, you're gonna have to build full teams. This example, the Extreme X-Men. Now this team works in the current Chaotic Storm raids because Gambit is pretty good, Nightcrawler's still pretty good, Sunspot and Forge have some great synergy in the raids. Cyclops is taken out, Old Man Logan is on this team, replacing Cyclops and still able to smash the Chaotic Storm raids. You're not gonna be able to do that with these current raids because instead of traits, now they're having full teams. So one character that you might want to build, especially if your alliance is not planning to get the Hellfire Club, you might want to start to bring up your Cyclops. Now, as far as the Orcus team, they've been a very good team for a while, so hopefully you already have them built. If you don't have them built at this point, I wouldn't start building them because on Monday, the Insidious 6 was announced. They're going to be a tech raid team featuring reworks of Vulture and Shocker, new character Scorpion, new character Hobgoblin, and new character Superior Spider-Man are going to be on this team. So this team is going to be falling by the wayside, but at least until the Insidious 6 comes out, you're going to need them for that first node of the raids. Node number 2 is going to feature the Nightstalker trait for difficulty 7 through 9. So you're going to need to build them for full Nightstalker. So no replacing Moonnight with Mephisto. You're going to need to build up your Nightstalkers to beat that second node. And if we look at some other mythic characters that might be replacing Moon Knight, you also don't have Odin, you also don't have Quasar, you don't have Null to replace Moon Knight with. So you're going to need to build Moon Knight if you want to beat that second node at difficulty 7 or above. The Uncanny Avengers was a required team for the Spotlight raids, and if you have them built up, you're good. But if you don't have these characters built up, they will be needed for the third node of the new Annihilation raids. Difficulty 7 above will require the Uncanny Avengers. The Vigilantes are a great team. I don't know if you're going to replace any of these characters, but if you were replacing any of these Vigilantes with skill characters, I guess maybe the weakest one is Elektra outside of the raids, but in the raid, she's still very good. So I don't think you would have replaced any Vigilante characters, but if you have, start to work on your full Vigilante team because they will need it in the fourth node of the new Annihilation raids. The Thunderbolts are the most recent bio team, but I know that the Hive Mind with Super Skrull was still working at the Chaotic Storm raid. So if you haven't already built the Thunderbolts, they're going to be required in node 5 of the new Annihilation raids next week. So if you want to start to successfully beat this raids on a daily basis, you're going to have to build up your Thunderbolts. And if you are in your alliance are thinking of doing difficulty 8 or 9 right right off the bat, make sure you have your Hellfire Club built up before the raids launch next Friday. Now, there are some data mines floating out there that indicate that there may be an event coming up that you may want to hold off on upgrading your mutant characters. You may get some free Azazel shards. I'm not sure if this is going to be accurate or not, but just keep that in mind before you start to upgrade any mutant characters. But this is the team that you need for difficulty 8 and 9. Now, if you're doing difficulty 6 or 7, you can use your extreme X-Men. However, if you don't have your Cyclops built up, make sure you build them up, because Old Man Logan, you cannot use Old Man Logan in any difficulty 6 or above in this new Annihilation raid. So keep that in mind. If you guys are gonna, if you and your alliance are gonna do difficulty 6 or 7, the Extreme X-Men needs to be there. But again, if difficulty 8 and 9, you need the Hellfire Club for these last few nodes, nodes 6 and 7. And then on the boss node, you could use whatever team you want. There's no restrictions. You could even bring in your Mephistos, and if you have a Professor X on lock, you could bring him as well. But yeah, you're gonna need the Hellfire Club if you're looking to do difficulty 8 and 9 right off the bat, Valley Club. So hopefully this video helps you and your alliance get ready for the raids next week. Let me know if you have all your teams done, or if you needed to build up like a Moon Knight or a Cyclops because you were using Mephisto or you are using Old Man Logan in the raids. Hopefully the Danger Room is a lot more fun and not as grindy for those X coins. So I found the Danger Room pretty fun after I got those yellow X coins, but grinding over and over to get those yellow X coins was not as fun for me. So hopefully this one is a lot more fun. Hopefully you enjoyed the promo codes. There's minimal amounts of intel, the minimum amounts of gold, and hopefully get your votes in every single day to get your free gold and energy. I will see you guys next time. If you did get some value from this video, leave it a like. Check out some of the other videos on the channel, including what to do to win in Arena. If you wanted to see what to do to beat the current Arena meta with the Fantastic Four MCU, check out the video up there. I will see you guys next time. Have a great rest of your day. Hulk fist bump, ValleyFlyin out.